And following up my beautiful thoughts on the Supergirl trailer, which aren't so beautiful, it's just a regular reaction, is the Grifters could not wait to really tear into the Supergirl trailer. They couldn't wait. It was like, boom. It was like as soon as the trailer dropped, they dropped videos. They couldn't wait to hate this movie. It is disgusting how much lengths they go to hate this movie, and it hasn't even dropped yet. And of course, they are calling it James Gunn's Supergirl, even though James Gunn has nothing to do with this film except for the fact that he's producing it because he's the head of the studio. That is all. He is not directing it. He is not writing it. He isn't even doing the score for the movie. Yet somehow he is getting staged with this is James Gunn's Supergirl. I'm just like, you guys make me laugh. The critical drinker and all you other jackasses. I'm just going to call you the drinker and his butt puppets. I think that's what I call you guys because you're morons. But the thing is, you can tell he and a bunch of his guys have not read a comic book. You can tell that they have not read anything remotely involving a comic book because, well, you could just tell in their reviews. And listen, I dig it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't read comic books, but if you're going to criticize a comic book film for something, read a comic. And if you're trying to say that this feels too Guardiansy, it might look that way, like a lot of the sets and everything are very Guardians inspired. I could tell. She has a Walkman for 2 seconds. Now all of a sudden she's Star Lord. It just blows my mind the way y'all come to conclusions. The how fast y'all can come on the internet and talk about this type of stuff in the most irritating way. And the drinker is one of my ones that I got to address in this video because it doesn't make sense that you would complain about 80s nostalgia or anything like that because of the music that's playing in the trailer. But this is the same guy who will say, oh, we need to go back to how movies were made. Some of my favorite movies in their 80s films, like Predator and stuff like that, which I love Predator too, right? But at the same time, you're trying to make people go into this frenzy of 80s nostalgia, even though most of your favorite movies that you say are so phenomenal are from the 80s, and you think movies should be made like that again. But I guess that's wrong of me to point out, right? Like that doesn't make any sense. Or you got the other people who are just like it's woke propaganda because it's a girl, but if it was a tall white guy, it wouldn't be woke propaganda. It would just be a movie that's being made. So let's just be honest here and understand how stupid these guys are, how asinine they are, and how messed up they are. Because they are. So at the end of the day, I would say you guys are just finding any old excuse. If you read a comic book, which is Tom King's run of Supergirl and tomorrow, you'll know Supergirl is going through a very hard time. She is going through a time of grief, sorrow, and pain. And she's trying to cope with the loss of her home planet. In this movie, that is the same case. This movie seems very heavily inspired by that comic, by the way. Go read it, by the way, because you guys seriously don't read comics. And it is interesting to see it take place in real time. But enough with the brouhaha. These guys are all about just hate and spreading their own political rhetoric. There's no other thing that they complain about other companies doing. They're just doing it their own way by using movies as an escape mechanism to push their very, very, very toxic political agendas onto people. Now, with that being said, you guys really need to stop. Like, you guys really need to stop. It's like you guys were wrong about Superman doing box office numbers. You were wrong about Superman actually profiting because for some reason y'all refuse to believe Superman profited, even though the studio and the CEO of the studio said it did profit, and y'all just want to feed into your own shit. But here we are, all these years later. James Gunn's proven he's solid at what he does. He's a filmmaker, he's a character builder, He just does what he needs to do, and that's what he has done with Guardians 3 and Groot. And y'all going to have to watch that too, please, because at the end of the day, that whole thing about nobody wants to see this. No, you don't want to see this. You don't want to see this. It doesn't make any sense that you guys are like, we got to get modern cinema to a point of return, but then openly go out of your way to make sure people don't go see the movies to ruin the theaters as a whole. Now, am I saying you guys have that much power? Honestly, no. But have I seen people talk like y'all on various social media pages regarding movies? Yes, I have. So there is some precedence to what I'm saying. And I just think we need just a nice global reset or something. But that's just me. So, with that being said, I guess it's over for me because the grifters are just going to be who they're going to be regardless. And it's sad because we could have a nice YouTube space where we talk about films, but we do and we don't at the same time. So, it was nice chatting with you guys and addressing the grifters bullshit for a little bit. But I can't be the Birdman. He's like the best at it. But I'm gonna go. If you guys, let me know how you guys feel about this down below. Comment, subscribe for more. I'll see you on the next one.